Today our lesson is over graphing proportional relationships, and the goal will be to represent proportional relationships on graphs. So yesterday we worked on proportional tables and very similar to ratio tables, so that should have been not too tough for you. The graphs are a little bit new, I think, but once we go through it, you'll see it's not too bad either. So we start with this graph showing two lines. And I'm telling you, the red line shows proportional relationship. The blue line does not. What are the differences between those two lines? Please now pause the video and jot down your ideas in the space provided. Hopefully you've seen that the red line is straight and the blue line is not. That is definitely something important for proportions. But also the red line, it goes through 0, 0, right down here. We call that point the origin, and that is the other requirement for a proportional graph. Through 0, 0 in a straight line. So let's start with this example. The black mamba is the fastest snake in the world. The table below shows the distance the snake travels for several different times. I'll show you in a second. Is the distance the snake travels proportional to its time? So, in the table shown, after 0 seconds, our snake has gone 0 meters. Makes sense, right? So we're going to plot that point in the graph, 0, 0. Now, after 1 second, snake has gone 5 meters. So we have time on the x-axis, distance on the y-axis. I'm just going to go by ones. So actually, I'm going to space that out. Now I'm going to go by halves. We have plenty of room here. And I'm going to go by, let's go by 5s here. All right, it's 2 1/2. More space out on the graph, we can get better. So we have time is 1 and distance is 5. Now for this one, when time is 2, we've gone 10 meters. When time is 3, we've gone 15 meters. And when time is 4 seconds gone by, we've gone 20 meters. So whenever you make a line graph in this class, you are expected to use some kind of straight edge, ruler, protractor, side of a book or a folder. I have a handy smartboard line tool, which I'm going to use to connect my points. So now we have 2 questions to answer before we decide if it's proportional or not. First one we ask, is the line straight? Pretty easy to see that it is. And second question, does the line go through the origin? And you can see right here it does. So it meets our 2 requirements. We have a proportion. Next, I want to know is if a candle is 20 centimeters tall and burns at a rate of 2 centimeters per hour, is the height of the candle proportional to the number of hours it burns? So now we're going to make a table instead of having one given to us. But after yesterday, this should be, well, a good review of yesterday. So we know that at 0 hours before the candle even started burning, it starts off at 20 centimeters. We lose 2 centimeters per hour. So after 1 hour, it's down to 18 centimeters. After 2 hours, down to 16. Again, every hour we're losing 2 centimeters. And there we have it. Now I'm going to go ahead and, well, we've got space here. So I'm going to go with 0 zeros here. I'm going to put 1. I'm going to go over 4 spaces. 2, 3, 1 hour there. 2 hours here. 3 hours here. Yeah, I didn't like how close the last graph was. Now we're going to need more space out. So for the height, we're going to go by ones. So 1, 2. This will mark every other one, but we know we're going by ones. Bear with me here as we're going up. I know my graph may look different than the one you have on your note sheet, but it's okay. As long as your line is the same general shape and direction, we're pretty good. So at 0 hours, our candle's 20 centimeters tall, just right up there. At 1 hour, it is 18 centimeters. At 2 hours, it is 16. At 3 hours, it is 14. And at 4 hours, 4, we are at 12. So now we go ahead with our straight edge tool and we connect this line. Like so. The graph is made. Time to answer our 2 questions. First one, is the line straight? And you can see it definitely is. But now, does the line go through 0, 0? It's covered up. There we go, through the origin. Here's the origin. No line is there. That's a big no, which means this is not a proportional relationship. You must take both requirements. Now a little different here. I am telling you that we have a proportional relationship. The length of the stretch in millimeters of a spring is proportional to the weight in grams attached to the end of the spring as shown in the graph. What is the constant of proportionality? What is the unit rate? Easy way to find it. Find the constant of proportionality, we find the value of y when x is 1. So we look at our graph. And x is 1 right here, and the line, we see that y equals 5. Therefore, we can say that our constant of proportionality is 5. And I believe I told you guys yesterday that we use the variable k for that constant. So the constant of proportionality is 5. Look for the y value when x equals 1 on your graph. Think about a table. You look when you have the 1 there in that left-hand column, the top one. What the value of y is to the other variable. So go ahead and move this out of the way. I want you to try these on your own. You go ahead and graph each relationship and determine if the relationship is proportional or not. If it is proportional, find the constant of proportionality. Pause the video now, and I'm going to work through the problems. So we've got x down here, and y is going vertical. I'm just going to go by ones for each. So we've got, I'll mark them down for you guys. X goes 10, we're going by 5s here, so 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Here's the point 4, 5. We've got 6, 10. Got 8, 15. And 10, 20. So notice the no zero point is given, but that's where the straight edge tool comes in really handy. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to connect these dots. Shadow out of the way, there we go. Drawing straight down. Alright, definitely a straight line, but I'm not hitting the origin. This is not a proportion. Now over here we're looking at gallons and quarts. So our x, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me space it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And we're there. Now here we're going up by 4. So I'll go ahead and make it easy on us. Go by 2s. Now my camera is not showing up very well, but you guys get the idea. So we have a point of 1, 4. It's right there. We have 2, 8, which is over here. 3, 12. And 4, 16. Straight edge tool will be really helpful. So our rulers, coming out of the way. Connect these dots. And this does go right through 0, 0. This is a proportion. And the value of y when x is 1 is 4. So our constant is 4. All All right, a little longer video today, but it's a lot of graphs, so it takes a little time. Thank you for watching, and see you in class tomorrow.